What's up there, Instagram? Hey there, Facebook. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today we're talking if I had to start all over again from scratch. Here's 3 things that I would do to be able to grow, scale, and start a brand new brand, brand new business. So as you guys are tuning in, this is what we're going to be talking about today. 3 things that I would do if I had to start all over again. And I'm going to walk you through exactly what that is in today's live stream. So as you guys are tuning in, what I want you guys to do is I want you to share the stream. More people need to hear all this information so that they can get the assistance, the strategies, the techniques, the things that can help them up-level their businesses and take things to the next level. So that's what we're talking today. 3 things that I would do if I had to start all over again. I didn't have a brand. I didn't have anyone that knew me. I had no database. I had no way of being able to connect with someone to get started. These are the 3 things that I would do to get started today. So as you guys are tuning in, I want you to share the stream. That's for starters. Number 2, if you can guess what any of these 3 things are as well, I'm going to give you guys shout outs. You will get either 5 nights in Bali or 5 nights in Thailand. Accommodation covered, just get your flights there, and it's pretty kick-ass accommodation. It's valued at $1,500. So pretty awesome 5-night stay in Thailand, $1,500. So that you'll get for free. You just got to guess what are these 3 things I would do if I had to start all over again, and it's got to be specific exactly what I would do. So as you guys are tuning in, share the stream. We're going to get started very, very shortly as well. If you have questions for the stream as well, feel free to let me know just by shouting it out in the comments here so I can give you guys the shout outs. And any questions that you do have, I can get those answered. So talking 3 things that I would do to get started if I had to start from complete scratch. Number 1 would be my brand. What does my brand represent? Who is the brand? What is the solution that I solve? And who am I going to be serving? So the brand is going to be most likely me. Because the business from 0 to 2 million, a lot of it's based around a personal brand and a person that is leading a specific type of business and a person who is helping people get a certain type of result. So the branding side to start with would all be me. This is what I would do. And the solution then I would be tailoring some sort of solution that I solve. So if I was to get into the same thing that I'm doing right now, what I would do is I would say, this is what I would do. I would go, okay, if I'm starting in lead generation and marketing, for example, I would go, okay, what is going to be like my brand promise? So if you look at our brand promise is how to generate 37 to 59 leads in 28 days or less. So what I would do is I would be basically going through tailoring a solution that I would provide to people, and that would be the starting point. So the brand would be me, the brand would be the solution that I solve and the brand promise, and that's how I'd be getting started. I'd be getting started on what is the brand, who is the brand, what is the brand about, how is the brand going to provide a certain solution to people. This is what I would do to start with, is I would go through this particular process around the brand so I understood the direction that I was going in. The second one I would be going through is what is the product that I'm going to sell? So if it's lead generation, I know lead generation is the product. However, I don't want to go through the whole testing phase of, building out systems and getting people results to start with and all this sort of stuff with my brand. So what I would want to do is I'd want to speed the process up. So what I would then do is I would look for partners. I would look for people that are in the space at the moment that are already getting results that I can leverage my brand off. And I can use that brand as foolproof that I get people results. So I would start with a personal brand and what is the brand solution and what is the brand about, and then I'd go, okay, what's the product that I'm going to provide, which is marketing. Then I would look at going, okay, I cannot do everything by myself. There is no way I can do everything by myself. So I go, who can I team up with right now in this moment that is already getting results? Who would I team up that's already getting results? And how can I use that brand to leverage what it is that I do? So I'd look at two different ways. I would look at white labeling their product, and I would have their product as the back-end system behind the fulfillment, and I would be the front-end brand, basically producing all of the business on the front end. So I would be then focusing specifically on finding somebody who already gets results, because I don't want to test, I don't want to measure things, I don't want to do little case study groups and all this sort of stuff. I want something that's already getting people results that I can grab and I can use as a result system, and I can leverage off that brand. So that's what I would be wanting to do to start with, because there's an element of psychology that you guys have got to understand, which is called the association bias. It's an association bias within the brain that if you see a specific brand and you see a person beside that specific brand, you then associate that person with that brand, and whatever that brand's about is how you associate that person. So hence the reason why influencer marketing these days is such a massive area of business, and why people are using celebrity branding to be able to position their brand in a certain way. So that association bias is exactly what I would be going down the line of with my brand. So I would be then going, okay, fulfillment, how can I get this brand to do the fulfillment? How can I white label what it is that they do so I can generate an income stream off it? I already know that this business gets results already, so I'm going to associate myself with that brand. I'm going to use them as a back-end system to do all of my fulfillment, and all I'm going to do is focus on one thing, which is just selling, getting as many people into the business as possible and outsourcing the rest. So that's specifically what I would do as step number 2, is I would focus specifically on teaming up with somebody who's already getting results that I can leverage my brand off. I already know is getting results. I already know has a proven marketing system. I already know that they've got the whole back end side of things sorted. They got the fulfillment. They got the staff there to carry on bring more people in. So I'd then focus specifically on that as number 2. Number 3, I would focus on the marketing side. I would only set up lead ads. This is number 3. I would set up lead ads on Facebook. So I would set up a targeted ad as a lead ad. I wouldn't worry about a lot of funnels. I would focus on a lead ad, or I would focus on a messenger bot sequence, and I would focus specifically on those ways to be able to scale. Right? So, and generate people that are interested in what it is that I solve, which is the solution. And I would just do Facebook and Instagram marketing specifically down that path. And that's the 3 things that I would do to be able to grow, scale. If I had to start all over again, that's exactly what I would do. I would then also, as part of the team that I'm teaming up with as well, I would also ask them not only to white label, but I would also ask them to do a commission-based role and to be able to serve and sell their leads that are coming through to supplement and to further then enable me to spend more money in my own marketing as well, so I can generate more results. So I don't have to work as hard to find new clients consistently. I can leverage what that brand already has lead generation wise coming through. I would ask them for their database, and I would sign an agreement that I'm not going to use anything of theirs. I'm not going to use any of their assets. I'm not going to use any of their clientele to sell into my own services or anything like that. I would sign, non-disclosure agreements and everything like that with the business. And I would specifically focus then on, not having to go and spend enormous amounts of marketing myself with money that I may not have when I'm first starting, and then physically just look at focusing specifically on selling their clients that they've got coming from their lead generation campaigns on a commission basis. And then I would look at investing profits that I'm making from those commission sales that I'm making with that company that I've teamed up with, and specifically work on building and reinvesting profits back into it that way. So that's literally the three areas that I would focus on to really grow, scale, take things to the next level if I had to start from completely scratch again. So let's say Business Warriors went completely bankrupt and we had to close the brand down due to coronavirus and all this sort of stuff, and no business coming in, blah, 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 over leveraged credit, whatever that is, right? If I had to start all over again, that's exactly the way that I would do it again. I would go, what is the brand? Who is the brand? What is the brand about? What is the solution that I provide? And I would go specifically all around diving deeper into the brand, the solutions, the products, what it is that I'm going to do, what the solution is that I provide to people. Number two, I would look at teaming up with somebody that already has results and has a team that I can leverage off. And I would specifically then look at using them for fulfillment, white label their product, and over and above that, I would look at using that brand to use the leads that they're coming through to commission-based sell their products. And then over and above that, I would reinvest what I sell from their commission, from the commission I get from their company. I would reinvest that back into marketing to be able to make even more money and generate more people through the systems that I use as well, and which will literally just use that, increase the brand, enable me to increase the brand presence for my own personal brand. The last thing, just setting up lead ads, messenger campaigns, start generating conversations with people that want the product and the solution that I provide. And I would start that on a very small budget, and I would scale that budget. Right? So this is exactly the 3 steps that I would go through to be able to grow the brand, to be able to take things to the next level, to be able to start having conversations, and start from completely scratch. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some questions from all of you guys as well. Anything that you want to be able to ask with relation to this, these 3 things that I would do if I started from scratch. If you want to basically get something a little bit more personalized now, you can do that. For those of you that are maybe looking for some further clarity on what that's going to look like as well for your business, or more in depth about what I'm talking about, there's a link in the description. All you got to do is click it, click get started, and then click start business. And I'll walk you through the whole process in Messenger that we use in order to do this, and exactly what I would do if I had to get started again and start from scratch. Right? So that's what I would do today. If I had to start from scratch, that's the process that I would go through. Any questions? What questions do you guys have around this? So I can kind of personalize a little bit more for you guys as well. So let's have a look. Just waiting for my computer to hurry up a little bit at the moment. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Hi, Mum. Hope you're well. Hey, Veronique. Thank you so much for sharing. For those of you that haven't followed Veronique on Facebook, follow her. She's been working with Tony Robbins for a long time. And there's not too much she doesn't know about helping people get personal breakthroughs in their life to take things to the next level. So follow Veronique on Facebook. Thank you so much for tuning in, Beck. Really appreciate it. Work out your ideal client and avatar. Yeah, that's all part of the brand process. Yes. So that would be, I would be focusing on the solution and then that and the brand first and what the brand is about. Part of that will be, so the overarching strategy is the brand. The overarching of everything, the ideal clients, everything like that does come into it. Not quite the example that I was asked after though. Hey, Serena, welcome to the call. Hey, Donna, welcome to the call. Hey, Mo, welcome to the call. Hope you're doing well, bro. Yeah. Have you actually breathed in the past 10 minutes? I can feel your passion for it. Have I breathed in the last 10 minutes? No, I haven't breathed at all. We haven't had a breath all day. We've been from interview to interview. We're hiring salespeople and strategists at the moment as well. So we're going through a heavy amount of interviews this week. So we've been hitting it hard, myself and Serena. So, and this one I wanted to give to you today, these particular 3 steps as well, because I thought it was very, very relevant for a lot of people. I constantly get asked from a lot of people, how did I get started? This is how I got started. This is how I first got started in business, using this particular process. And because the thing that I find, right, is when you're looking to start a business, there's, like if you got a service-based business, there's an element of helping people get results to start with. But if you can leverage other people's results, other people's things that they've done and stuff like that, it can speed up your level of learning. And you can also get, like, by working alongside a business that's already getting results and has proven systems and all this sort of stuff, there is literally so much you can leverage off. You can leverage off the people's results. You can leverage off the brand of getting results, which then associates your brand. You can speed up the learning process in how to run a business effectively. And how to run a business literally profitably as well. And you also leverage off a brand that's already getting a truckload of sales in it already, which is by far a better way to do it. Because when you're starting a business, if you've got resources, like so many people struggle because they haven't got systems in place. But if you're working alongside someone that already has those systems, it speeds up the learning process. So people ask, like, how did I get started in business? This is how I got started in my insurance days. I worked alongside a business that already had a product, already got results, already had proven sales systems, already had proven marketing systems, already had proven referral systems, already had proven strategies, already had a product that got results. That's how I got started. When I got started around the marketing realm and the sales realm, same thing. I went around people that have got results already and associated my personal brand with those brands, and that's how I built things. And so many people are looking for all these, secret sources and these, quick ways to get results, to get started in business. This is the best way to do it. Find a business that is getting results currently. White label that business and use that business as a fulfillment for your product. And then just focus on one thing: leads, sales. Leads, sales. Take the fulfillment side out of it completely. And you don't then that way, right? When there's no fulfillment involved, that gives you only one focus, right? Which is leads and sales. If that business is already getting a truckload of leads already, get paid from a commission base so that you can learn, so that you can see what's working in their business. You can see how things are working. You can see how a successful business is run, how successful systems are run. And that way then, should you then decide down the track after you've made 6 figures, multiple 6 figures from doing this, should you decide down the track to be able to do it, you've got a personal brand, right? You've got a personal brand that has already created trust, that has already got results, that already understands the business, right? So many people are telling you to start a marketing agency. They're telling you to do all these different types of businesses, right? And to start them all from scratch. And there's testing. You've never run a business before. You've never run a marketing business before, right? Businesses are sick and tired of doing business with people that literally are very, very new and don't understand things, promising a result and not getting a result for them. They're sick of all of this, right? They want experienced professionals that get results. So start associating your brand with brands that are already getting results and start using them as fulfillment for your business to be able to then then you know that the fulfillment's going to get the results. You can start focusing on new things, which is building your brand, generating leads, generating sales. And that's why I say to do it this way, because you can create so much more brand promise. You can, more brand results, more brand trust, a better relationship with your clientele, all this sort of stuff. So all you've only got to focus on the two things: lead, sales, and then just ensuring that your clients are getting you're creating and continuing that relationship with those clients. That's it. That's all that's involved. And so many people are telling you just to start all these other businesses from scratch and all these different ways of doing things, when all you got to do is just do it this way. And this way you'll get paid higher commissions. To give you a snapshot, if you just go in and sell for a business, so say for example, you wanted to start a marketing business and that business is already getting results, you know that, and that business as well is already generating plenty of leads via Facebook and Instagram or whatever else, or at Google AdWords, etc. And you go in and you just say to them, hey, I want to come in and sell for you. I'm going to sell for you from a commission base, and then you can get like anywhere from 10% in commissions right through to like 30 to 35% in commissions negotiated, depending on types of packages, what you can negotiate, and so on as well. And, if that business is charging anywhere from sort of, 10 grand through to $50,000, $60,000, I mean, you can work out the commissions you can get just by making one sale. Quite astronomical. And then over and above that, you're building your brand. Once that client gets results, then you can advertise that from your own personal brand as, we helped XYZ get, whatever the result is in a certain period of time. You can share those case studies alongside your brand, and quite quickly you are able to show a brand presence that gets results for people, which is what people are after. Okay? So doing it this way speeds the process up, speeds up the learning curve. You can see what works, you can see what doesn't, you can build a personal brand around results, and you can quite quickly enable yourself to be able to grow a six-figure business. Because literally to build a six-figure business, it's a fair bit of work to get to six figures, right? Open and honest with it. It's a fair bit of work to get the six figures. It's a very specific strategy, and it's a very specific process, even to add six figures to your business as well. If you've already done it before, adding an extra six figures is very simple. It's just duplicating the process that you already have, or a lot of the time, depending on what that is, it can be a slight change in direction around things and a little bit more focus that can help you get that result. So this is by far the best method that you can go through in order to grow and scale a business from scratch. Should I have to start again, that's the exact same thing that I would do again. If you're using other people's brand already that has results, quite quickly that can grow your brand as well, your personal brand. So what other questions do you guys have around this particular subject? Any other questions you have, anything else you would like to ask around, how can I maybe associate myself with a brand or whatever? If you guys have any other further questions around that, hit me up, because that's what I am here for, to help you guys out. If you would like some help in being able to do this as well, just click the link in the description and it'll take you across to my messenger. From there, just click Get Started and then click Start Business, and I'll walk you through the whole process as to what that's going to look like. And you'll be quite surprised just how profitable it can be for you guys as well. And I'll walk you through how profitable that can be for you as well by using this particular method. Because quite quickly, 1 sale, 2 sales, 3 sales, you can see yourself quite quickly at a six-figure income. So I'll walk you through that process. Just click the link in the description and it'll walk you through that whole process. Cool. Awesome, guys. So I'm going to wrap this up for today, and we are going to, because I've got to get on to other interviews and so on now as well. So remember, look, if you don't fight for your own freedom, absolutely nobody else will. So you must get out there every single day. You must take action every single day. And you must implement these 3 things that I'm talking to you guys about today. And remember, guys, to be the warrior. And I will speak to you tomorrow, 12 o'clock, Perth, Western Australia time, for the Ask Me How show. And remember, at 3 p.m., we've got mainly on here talking storytelling, talking branding, documenting your business's storyline, how to tell stories, how to use this to be able to scale your brand as well. Super, super awesome. This particular interview is going to be tomorrow. So be ready. He's live from the Netherlands as well. I'm bringing people from Dutch people online for you guys. I love the Dutch. So they're awesome people. So awesome people all around the world. But yeah, I love that area. So hit me up in the comments. You excited for the show tomorrow, the interview? If you're going to be attending, click yes, I am going to be attending. Remember to be the warrior, guys. Speak to you soon.